The Dad Council is back. We are picking our shows that we are going to watch for the summer season, watch and review. And One Piece made some pretty historical news. We'll dive into that a little bit more today as well. And if you're a fan of stats and numbers, we might have something for you also. All that and more on episode 13 of Dad-ime, Dad Anime Club, the show where three nerdy-ass dads try and reclaim our anime cred one season at a time. I think we're doing okay with it. We got one season under our belt. I feel like our cred is a little better than before we started the podcast.
We're getting there. We are, as they say, locked in.
Yeah, we're in the zone. We're in a flow state.
Yeah. It's a fugue state of watching anime.
With me, as always, are my amazing co-hosts, the manga maestro, Tyler, and the dungeon crawling adventurer, Preston. How's it going, boys?
It's going pretty good. I caught up a little bit on Dan-to-Dan. I'm on episode 10 of season 1. I'm going to finish it up.
Okay.
And now, every time I see Preston do this, I just think I'm a pretty girl.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
And I almost cried in freaking Dan-to-Dan. That scene with the dancer.
Oh, after
like,
Silky, man.
Jesus.
Surprising.
Yeah.
I feel like there's got to be more. It's got to come full circle at some point. And it might. I don't spoil anything. It might. But like, I like it.
Yeah.
After giving it a second try, it's good.
Good. Yeah, I'm so glad you gave it a second try, because I know that first episode, it's a lot. It could put some people off of the anime for sure. It doesn't mess around.
I think it picks up after episode 4. I think it really picks up.
Is that the crab guy?
Gosh, what is it? So I think like episode 3 or 2, they're at like the shrine, and then when they beat Turbo Granny, and then they're looking for his balls. When they're looking for his balls, I feel like it picks up the golden ball. Like I thought it picked up right then. That's when I was like, I'm in. The amount of just like crassness is just awesome. I think it's so funny.
Yeah, if you've watched Chainsaw Man and enjoyed that, it's kind of on par. And the guy who did Dan was a assistant of Fujimoto, so it makes a lot of sense that they would share kind of the same DNA and the same kind of storytelling chops, which is just funny. So yeah, let's dive into. Why don't we do the One Piece news first? Because I think this is pretty cool.
So I'm a One Piece bro, as everyone should already know by now. I love my Straw Hat crew, and in the manga, this part literally made me cry. And I've been waiting for this episode to drop, but I didn't know that other people really liked the episode too. So using its comic book review, I found the article I was looking for. But basically it says One Piece quietly breaks a new anime rating record. So this episode is the highest rated episode. It just dropped on July 13th with a 9.8 rating with 12,000 reviews. And it goes over the life of Bartholomew Kuma, who is considered a villain halfway through the series, but he has been guiding the crew in the background like the whole time. And he's done some questionable things that we were like, why did he do that? Why did he do that? Why did he do that? We had like a couple moments where we're questioning why he was doing certain actions that seemingly benefited the crew, even though he was like against the crew. And it gives the backstory of Kuma as well as his daughter Bonnie, or Julie Bonnie, one of the other people in the show. Honestly, I cried during the episode, and I had my 3-year-old there. And he's like, "What's going on, Dad?" And I'm like, "I'm just watching a show about pirates." Yeah, it's the third time the show has made me cry. Third time.
It's that dang pawpaw fruit.
Yeah.
So
it's that pawpaw
do
fruit,
you
dude, yeah.
agree with the rating? Would you rate it the same,
Absolutely.
lower, higher?
Dude, there's a moment in the next episode. I know it's always the next episode, right? But in the next episode where it just takes what was done in this episode and elevates it just one more step. So I can't spoil anything for the fans who maybe haven't read, but I know what's coming next episode. It's going to get a little bit more epic. So I don't know how you top that background story. It was such a good background story, but that's what One Piece is really good at. They give you these heart-wrenching background stories, and then you suddenly care for the crew. But this one is, you got to think, it's 1,000+ episodes long, and they have tied something in at 1,100 all the way back to episode like 300.
Like the long game.
They play the long game there, right? And that's pretty
crazy.
good. And so, just in One Piece news, just hit a pretty high rating on that last episode, and it's well animated. It's great. I love it. Anyone should love it.
Oh, it's well deserved.
Solid.
Yeah.
Well, if we're gonna do some news, I found a pretty interesting bit of information. A while back, we kind of had our own little mini sub versus dub debate where we all basically said we watch dub when we can, just because we've got kids and laundry and chores and things. But like generally, we all kind of prefer sub. Netflix was at Anime Expo 2025, and one of the things that they announced is more than half of its subscribers watch anime, and of those subscribers, the majority of them watch it subbed. So I think Netflix has put the debate to bed on behalf of everyone. So I don't know if we can argue it anymore. I think
Well met.
Yep, half of Netflix subscribers are watching anime, that's the big piece of that news. I think that's insane.
I think
cool.
like you also have to remember, like Netflix added, I mean, my favorite show, One Piece. They've added full things of like Naruto. They've had just so much stuff.
The big three. Yeah. I think it's cool too. Like when you think about it, any of the ones that are dubbed and that are preferred over the subbed, I think that's a huge hat tip to the voice actors that are able to draw that audience, right? Because if you're used to watching something in a certain way, and that's usually how I get there, and yeah, it's cool. It's exciting.
Solid. Yeah, and totally. I think it's just cool to see the anime industry grow and continue to just find new ways to reach people. Long gone are the days where you have to go, peruse Blockbuster or a garage sale to find some anime. Now it's just at your fingertips, pretty much on all of the major streaming platforms at this point. I mean, Crunchyroll's still kind of king, but Netflix is right there behind it now, which is really cool.
I mean, like the acquisition of like Activision and a bunch of other anime networks into the body of like Crunchyroll kind of cemented. I don't know if they have. Do they have Activision? Is that right?
They did Rooster Teeth and Funimation. They got a bunch of those, and
and that acquisition, like when they reached out and just started buying up those, kind of cemented them as the main library. And they did it so early. Well, I mean, it's kind of like mid game, but they kind of did it so much faster than everyone else.
Yeah,
and they kind of
they caught everyone kind of unaware. Yeah,
and they knew they knew what they had.
Yeah. Now the problem is Crunchyroll's the kind of like the only source, so
you need to go through them.
It's almost like a monopoly at this point, which is
yeah.
I mean, on one hand, you have the the ease of use and just being able to just jump in and hey, I just whatever I want to find is probably on Crunchyroll. That's nice, but there are some downsides to it. So I don't know. We'll see how that shapes up. I don't think we'll really know the full ramifications of that for a few more years at least, but it might be some bad side effects too.
Yeah.
Cool. So do you guys want to get into our picks for summer season? And this time, Preston, you get to go first. You were last time, so we'll go Preston, we'll go Tyler. I'll go last this time. I'll take one for the team, and let's reconvene this Anime Dad Council. It's been a few weeks, so let's smash the gavel and kick this council off.
Now remind me, how many picks do we get? Because there's so many good ones this season. Because
let's stick with 3. I think that's what we did last time. But let's say you can have duplicates. If somebody has the same pick as you, I think that just cements it more as like a show that we should watch. I don't think we should necessarily shy away from, well, you pick that, I'll go pick something else. Hey, we can just both pick it and agree that like that's something we want to watch.
Perfect. So number 1, no surprise to anyone, Kaiju number 8 is one of the ones that's on my list. After watching it, even with it where it's kind of coming in, and that first episode for me was a little bit like kind of like a beach episode, like right out the gate. It was still fun, and it still had kind of the charm to it and stuff, and kind of where it left off last season. It has me wanting more. So that's for me. That one's one of my top picks. Next, gachiakuta. Am I saying that right?
Gachiakuta.
Gachiakuta. Yes, gachiakuta. Yeah. That's the other one that I keep every time I come at. For me, it's one where like if you see little blurbs of stuff, you see little clips of it, and just those little tiny clips leave you wanting more. To me, that's a really good sign of animes, and for me, that's gachiakuta. And then my third one, Oh, this one was a hard. Like I could like trying to break it down to ones because last episode we were talking about the Boostman Gotchi fighter that Tyler watched.
Mhm.
I was really interested in kind of seeing the silliness there, but I think more than that, and of course Don to Don, I'm gonna watch that either way. Don to Don's on the list for me. um, I think I'm just gonna have to do Don to Don because these other ones again. I'm gonna watch it. But I think those are the three that for me were kind of the top, the ones that have me the most excited and like, okay, I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna make time regardless of what else I have in my schedule. Those are ones that I'm super excited about.
Solid. I love the lineup. That's three great choices right in a row. The benefit of going first.
Okay, so this is I'm gonna throw some curveballs your way, but I am going to choose because I'm really excited about it. Lord of Mysteries.
Oh yes, Lord of Mysteries.
Lord of Mysteries will be my number one pick, followed by Togen Anki. I wanted something a little different, and then I'm gonna side with Preston here. And I didn't think I was gonna say this, but Don Da Don.
Okay.
Yeah, I really like, since I started watching that first season, I'm like, I'm gonna blow through this. Like,
Yes.
so Don Da Don is gonna be my third pick, and I feel like that.
One of us.
So you're really gonna be the deciding vote here, Brett.
Yeah.
Like down.
Oh man. Okay.
Because he's
sick.
I wrote down 6 options.
Okay.
Right.
But I did put them in order, and so my show that I am the most excited for, surprisingly, I thought it would be something else, but it is the Lord of the Mysteries. So I'm gonna have to cast a vote for Lord of the Mysteries. My number 2 most anticipated show, and the one that has got me excited this season, is Don to Don season 2. So we've all three put that one on our list. And this is where it gets hard, because now we're left between Gachiakuta, Kaiju number 8, Togen Anki. All three of those were ones that I really liked. And regardless of however this shapes out, I'm still going to watch all of those. So I think the one that has me the most intrigued, and I've said it like a billion times before on the podcast, I love weird art style. And so I think I'm going to have to go with Gachiakuta for this one.
Yes,
That's okay.
Solid pick.
All right. So those are our 3 choices. Now we gotta push this down into, we're gonna watch 4 shows this season. Just do a repeat of last season.
I think so, because I think
Okay.
I think if we just watched, like, if we did Don to Don, Gachiakuta, Gachiakuta, and then Lord of Mysteries, like if we did those, that's enough. But what happens if Gachiakuta is like, man, I don't really like it, right? Kaiju number 8 needs to slide in there, or Togen Anki needs to slide in there.
True. Honorable mentions.
We've all watched Kaiju number 8 and been like, this
Safe
is awesome.
pick though too is at least for me, Kaiju number 8 is one that I watch with my wife, and so if she's not available and I watch ahead, then I might not be there the next week because she killed me.
Yeah, I understand that. Do not watch without your wife.
So based off of our votes, Don to Don was on all 3 of our lists. So I think it's safe to say Don to Don is in. So I'm going to go ahead and mark Don to Don as in. Yep. We have 2 shows that had 2 votes, and that was Lord of the Mysteries and Gachiakuta. So I feel like those two are also in. And now comes the hard part, where we have to decide between Kaiju number 8 or Togen Anki.
Or Ugly Mug. I mean,
Ugly Mug, yeah.
Or Ugly Mug with zero mentions, but a lot of laughs and a lot of heart.
Don't you dare forget about Ugly Mug. It is a good, solid, family-friendly show.
I mentioned it. I just used the Japanese name, so
yeah. Ugly Mug is pretty great.
Ooh, this is tough. What
I mean,
are you
between
guys
Togen
leaning?
Anki and Kaiju number 8, I feel like Kaiju number 8 is a safe play, because, like, I mean, that's really what a lot of people are going to come back to. It's going to be another season 2. I really like it. Togen Anki, the manga has been really good. It's going to be kind of like, I don't know, Dead Man Wonderland a little bit. Going to kind of be like a schooly kind of thing. So that one's going to be kind of interesting. I think Kaiju number 8 is doing something that hasn't been done before, though. I feel like. So I'm gonna have to take Togenaki out and go Kaiju number 8.
You go Kaiju number 8. I think it's a safe show, like you said. I think a lot of people are going to be watching it. My curiosity is piqued for it at the way that season 1 ended. I definitely want more of it. I love the protagonist. It's not every day you get like a 30-something protagonist, so that's fun. Togen Anki, there was a lot I liked about the first episode, but I just don't know that it's got the it factor. You know what I mean? Like it was cool. There was some cool stuff going on there, but I could kind of see some like cracks in the structure, if that makes sense. Where I was like, okay, this is cool, but maybe
I kind of get the
can be bad.
feeling of like, kind of like the school setting. It might be a little bit off. Like when I think like, what's that one that everyone likes with the superheroes? Real nerdy.
Oh, My Hero Academia?
Yeah, that one. That's the one. It kind of has like a My Hero Academia feel a little bit, because they're all learning how to use their powers. They're all different. They, like someone's using a gun and another one has a giant monster. Like it kind of has that feel to it. I think it's dark though in comparison to My Hero Academia. I think Kaiju number 8 has like interesting characters, which is kind of cool.
Coming right off of Fire Force, I feel like Kaiju number 8 is a good show to like have as like almost like a palate cleanse from Fire Force, because it's similar in like its shonen tropes. It's like instead of a firehouse, swap it for this monster cleanup crew, but like it's got similar vibes. Like it's a crew working together to take out some big evil force. So it kind of is like, that feels good to watch, I think. So
I do just have to say I missed the jokes where Kafka Hibino is forced to go and clean out the bowels of some disemboweled monster, and then him talking about how it's stuck in his nose for the next like 5 months. So he's grown up to the big boy in the I'm gonna call it police force, but the special protection force,
the defense force or whatever. Yeah.
And then like I like gachiakuta too. I know we all mentioned it. But I was talking to Preston before the show, and I was thinking, like, it's a Kami Got Kill, if you guys ever watched that, where they pick, like, kind of items that kind of match their ability or personality, and then they kind of play off of that. I kind of feel like Gachikita's kind of got a little bit like that, like this item usage kind of thing. And then they kind of go toe-to-toe with the other side, whatever that means. And it's going to be kind of like that. So if you like a Kami Got Kill, like, you probably might like Gachikita. So I'm excited for that one. Don just kind of blew them all out of the water. I feel like solid pick.
Like, how often do you get a weird but like silly, down to earth, well told kind of like romance?
Dude, this is like the craziest show.
It does a good job.
Like I have to mention episode 9 that I had just watched is Demon Nessie. Like it's the episode where they're in the water in the school, and then my wife catches me with the blanket over my head as I'm watching, as like the series, like as it ends into episode 10, and they're naked in the floor of the school, and I have super secondhand embarrassment, and I'm just like so embarrassed for them. Like I laughed so much. That scene was great because my wife was like, "Why are you hiding?" And I'm like, "It's embarrassing." So I'm super excited for Dang.
It's like a nightmare where you like go to school without your pants. And
exactly.
It's cringe, but like
it's not a nightmare for them now. It's reality for them.
Yeah. No, I think one of the things that's so impressive about it is the mangaka who did Dandadan. But part of like his research into this is he read like thousands of romance manga to make sure like he really understood the genre before trying to bring it into this like crazy world that he was building. So it's like the building blocks of the romance is there, and it's like a solid piece of it. Agreed. Despite it not being like the main focus, which is just, it's so good.
I love it.
So okay, so let's recap. I think the Dowd Council all agrees we're gonna go Dandadan season 2, Lord of the Mysteries, Gachiakuta, and Kaiju number 8.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a solid lineup. Like I feel like we picked the 4 best shows that are gonna be out this season.
Both of you guys watched the summer Haruku died, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't that one make the list?
So I think it's a anime that you're either gonna like or you're not gonna like, and you'll know pretty quickly. Horror anime sometimes runs into this issue where it's just not as scary as the source, because like anime is such a visual medium, and horror works really well, I think, when it's like the subtle stuff you don't see. And I just don't know that that translates super well to anime.
Great.
But the cool thing about this one is the main focus is more of this like coming of age story. So it may work, but not, not everyone's going to vibe with that. It's like Stephen King. He's pretty like divisive amongst people. Like he's one of the most popular authors of all time. Tons of people read him and love him, but he's also very divisive. A lot of people don't like Stephen King. And I think this kind of fits right in that same realm.
I agree. It did feel very kind of like that's the vibe I was getting in the first episode or so, with all the people being like, oh, well, I'm next. Blah, 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 blah. It definitely had that feel.
Yeah. The creepy granny, that was a worthwhile moment.
Yeah, like what's up with her eyes? Like,
I don't know, dude.
Weird.
That was
What's
insane.
up with her eyes? I need to know.
They're like blacked out. And
just search the summer Hikaru died creepy granny, and
she's just like visually, she was just off-putting.
I can't tell if she was
know.
like messed up or if she was just like a homeless, like cracked out lady.
I thought she was just tripping balls on mushrooms or something, because
Yeah.
she's out in the thing. Oh, he's coming out from the whatever. But she seemed to react to him.
Yeah.
And the thing that keeps coming to my mind is cordyceps, the mushrooms from from whatever it's called,
Last of Us. Yeah.
Last of Us. And so I'm wondering if it has that kind of vein into it too. Like,
Okay, so this is gonna get real gross. I'm just looking at panels from the show, and oh my god,
yeah.
this is gonna get bad. This is whoa.
So I'll probably watch it regardless. I don't know that it's like super high up on my list of things like I'm like dying to watch week to week, but like, I'll probably finish the season.
It's one that I think it'll, for me, it's going to be a stretch my comfort zone, because I'm with Dallin. I watch mainly animes. I don't read a lot of the actual mangas and things, but I haven't seen a horror anime that I've been like, oh man, this is something to write home about, that I really like. I can count on one hand.
Looking at the
Every
panels,
time I get my hopes up on a horror anime, I'm always sorely disappointed.
I do want to point out, looking at the panels, it might be different reading it, because like you said, horror is something that's not shown.
Yeah.
It's like
That's kind of what
I will
meant with
say.
it.
Being such a visual media in the manga, you do have those like kind of weekly or monthly releases depending on the manga, and like you're looking at the image, like the still frame, and imagining the motions or the feelings, and you're taking it at your speed. So although my speed is like this, like I might actually slow down and look at the panel, because looking at some of those panels, I would probably pause and go, what is that? What is that shape that it's drawing? And with the animation, like you might not do that, and it might not affect you as much. Kind of like I like to think about like Jujutsu Kaisen, when you're doing the patchwork dude, right? Like patchwork face, like he's scary.
Yeah, he's creepy.
He's legitimately scary, but when he's animated, he kind of gets kind of cartoonish, because like he can make himself small.
Yeah. Proof that horror works as a manga. I'm demonstrating your point. Viewers beware. Uzumaki, the spring boy, is quite terrifying. But on the show, it was like a joke. I was like, this is like ridiculous.
Well, because now you add sound and music.
Yeah, when I'm reading this, I'm like, holy shit. I'm scared. I'm like, man, this is like, just go read any Junji Ito and you'll be happy. But yeah, it's just never really translated well in my opinion. So
okay, that's
just
I
me.
think that's something that I think the industry will have to focus more in on. And I think I don't know, like thriller is also something I don't really see really well done in anime all the time. So I'm excited to see Lord of Mysteries, because it feels like a thriller. Yeah. So I'm excited for that.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, sweet. I think we've got our picks, and I couldn't be happier with them. But I thought it would be fun. Let me pull up these stats I've got here to go over last year. I'm not near, like, if you know our friend Colby over at the D4 D&D Deep Dive, shout out to Colby. Hi, D4 people. He goes way into data on his channel. Like, he's obsessed. He's got spreadsheets on spreadsheets on spreadsheets. I'm not that level, but I do like to kind of analyze things from time to time. And I put together a spreadsheet of our stats from the spring season, and I thought these were kind of interesting. So I took every show that we watched, I broke it down by who reviewed it and what our score was. And then I gave an average rating per reviewer and then our average score. And then the average rating that we had as a total podcast. And then what the season's total score was. So just as a reminder for everyone, so we'll go quick through these. Sword of the Demon Hunter. Tyler, you gave it a 6. I gave it a 5. Justin gave it a 4.5. To Be Hero X, Tyler gave an 8.5. I gave an 8. And Preston gave an 8.5. For Fire Force Season 3, Tyler had a 7. I had a 7. And Preston had an 8. For Fire Station 8. Kowloon Generic Romance, I gave it a 7.5. Tyler gave it a 7. And Preston, we never got your final score on that, actually, now that I'm looking at the data.
Oh.
Yeah, no score is like a 0, bro.
Oh,
Yeah.
So you guys were looking for a 0. I'm the Simon Cowell whatever pick for this.
Yeah, how did you feel about the end of Kowloon?
The end of Kowloon, I feel like it was good. I was still confused.
Okay, yeah,
some
fair.
things.
Sure.
But overall, I wasn't expecting to like it as much as I did. Right? It was
The
one
ride
of those
is
ones
good.
where it was a good journey, and I enjoyed like the what's this? Oh, wait a second, hold on, what's this? And I think that was that for me was good, and the kind of the payoffs in the end. This was out of 10, right? Because everything's out of 10.
Yes.
So I'd say Kowloon for me. I think I was probably close, like a 7. It was a 7. It was good. Like I enjoyed the thought process and things, but it's not necessarily one that I would just pull off the shelf and say, "Hey, I want to watch this right now." Right? If I was going to
Okay.
put it on a scale, that's kind of where I'm at.
Cool. 7 for Preston. So
Triple sevens.
that brings, our average reviewer score. So Tyler, your average review was 7.1. My average review was 6.8. And Preston,
Simon.
you had a flat 7 for your average review. So we're all sitting fairly.
I want to change my
Honestly-
I want to change my Kowloon. Let's say 4, because I got to keep my. I can't let you take the Simon Cowell.
Yeah, but
position.
honestly, like if I had to pick us, like I'm pretty sure I would have picked that one to be like the lower end of the Metacritic, and I absolutely would have picked me to be like the like everything is great like kind of guy.
Dallin is a sommelier of anime.
Yeah, and I just eat it like it's junk food. Like,
Oh, I eat the junk food too, but I just make sure to let everyone know it is junk food before I eat it.
this is junk food.
This is
Now,
junk,
like,
guys.
I don't even know what a wine
Can you
tasting
imagine
is. What's a sommelier?
Our average rating as a podcast was a 7.
Okay.
So not surprising.
So I'm gonna have to work on how I critique now. That's what I'm hearing. I'm giving everyone a C.
What did we give Sword of the Demon Hunter again? Because I feel like that was pretty low.
I give it
We're-
a 6.
You
We're
gave it a 4.5, Preston.
Okay, we're still on the hunt for the one. We're still on the hunt for like the trash anime, right?
So our season aggregate score. So if every anime was a perfect 10 out of 10, we watched 4 anime, it would have been let's see, would have been what, 120, right? Yeah, with between our 3 reviews. Yes.
Okay, so
the
why are
aggregate
we
score,
picking? Hold on. I have a question. Why are we? If Preston says we're out looking for a 1, why are we picking such good anime? for this
I
season?
know.
We should go and pick Ugly Mug.
I know.
don't hate
And see if we can just pick one that we hate. Just one.
one season.
I say, how about this? Let's say Ugly Mug is our backup pick. So if any of them for any reason fail us in any way,
Okay.
I'll give a score for Ugly Mug.
I say
I'm gonna
on
watch
a-
Ugly Mug either way. But
on a slow season, like probably come winter, because that's typically kind of the slowest season in anime, where we'll probably only find 2 or 3 good shows anyways. That's the season we go
Yes.
hunting for that elusive one.
I want
We pick the one we think is
channel.
gonna be the worst.
I want to channel my inner Sinraku and
Yeah.
find the trash anime.
Yes.
Yeah, there we go.
His trash
Yes.
games, ours is
Awesome.
trash anime.
Yeah.
So,
So
for
aggregate
this-
score. My bad.
the season aggregate score. The best it could have
Is
done
this on a bell
was...
curve? Hold on.
No curves. The best it could have done was 120. Our season, the spring 2025 season, scored a 77, which takes the percentage of the season as a whole to 64% out of 100. So not the greatest season.
Yeah.
And we'll track that season over season, year over year, and we'll be able to look back on this, 2-3 years from now and say, this was objectively the best season.
Yeah.
This was objectively the worst season.
Of the ones we watched.
Of the ones we watched.
We might have to go back and look at it and go, does it need a second review, though?
Yeah.
Do we need to look back? Because sometimes what I find is the worst season, I look back on and go, that wasn't that bad.
We're going and watching Sword of the Demon Hunter. That's something that, for me, I'm going to wait until they have everything out. And then I'll go back and I'll watch it all in one binge to see if it's any different. And if it is, maybe I'll amend my review. But
because as of right now, Sword of the Demon Hunter is what is pulling down the review score even lower. So, but I'm glad it's there because honestly, it showed kind of our well-roundedness in approaching anime, right? Because we were able to look at this objectively and say, no, guys, not it. This isn't.
I was really struggling to get into it, and I don't normally do that. So it was nice to pick something that was out of my wheelhouse, something I didn't recognize, and that was just this is gonna be rough.
So if anybody, at least in the clips and stuff, we should probably solicit this and be like, hey, if you've watched some really bad anime, we need some ideas for the end of the year.
Yes.
Yeah. So should we do vending machine? Even
that one is not a 1.
A 4. It's a 4.
I think they rated it a 4 on Mal.
We could do Toilet Bound Hanako. We could do
Okay.
Time to Strike Turkey.
What is the actual worst anime you've watched?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, it depends. There's things that are bad for different reasons, right? One of them could be bad story. One of them I could hate the animation. And that could be a personal preference. So I guess that's something we need to define is what makes an anime bad.
Yeah, that's a good question. I can look past bad animation for the most part. I've watched some pretty horrendously animated things, but the story was good enough that you're just I don't care. I can get through this. But man, there are some shows that are animated well and the story is poor, and I dislike them even more. Sword of the Demon Hunter is honestly a good example of that. The animation's pretty good.
I really disliked. There's an isekai more recently that was country bumpkin gets fruit power or whatever. I really dislike that one. I feel like that's probably one of the worst ones I've ever seen.
Is it because the fruit power thing was
just stupid? I don't know.
Well,
I just thought it was dumb.
when you say that out loud and I know nothing about the thing, I'm thinking it's a clone of One Piece, right?
Oh, that's fair.
It's fruit power.
Yeah, I hate it because it's not One Piece. So every anime is trash because it's not One Piece. Especially when it has fruit in it. Hell's Paradise, trash. It's not One Piece.
Let's see.
Hell's Paradise is really good. Just heads up.
The lowest Mal rating. Nope. So according, and I want to check this, but at least right now, according to Google's search, they said that here's the ones that came up: Skelter Heaven, Mars of Destruction, Pupa, and EX Arm.
Okay, I've heard Pupa is terrible and disturbing and
graphic violence, disturbing content, finding it gratuitous and unsettling.
Yeah. I have heard of that one.
The funny part is when I looked up what is the worst anime in the world, it shows up what to watch: Promised Neverland, One Punch Man, Parasite. I'm like, those
are all decent.
One Punch Man is pretty good.
Why is it?
So I've literally been scrolling for a whole 2 minutes now, listening to you talk, trying to get to the bottom of Crunchyroll's popularity chart. And to see Digimon Adventures is one of the ones that made it down this far. Ooh, I don't really know how far I am. There's another one, Bikini Warriors. That one seems to be ranked pretty low.
I can imagine.
I actually like this one. It's ranked pretty. It's a 4.6. I mean, I don't think I'm that far down.
Oh no.
It's Beelzebub. I actually really like that one. That one's pretty good.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh, Naruto spinoff, Rock Lee and his ninja pals.
Oh no.
These are rated. What are these rated? These are rated. This is 3.7 is where I'm at.
Oof. I think on my personal list, the lowest I've rated something is a 4. Because in my mind, if it's any lower than a 4, I'm not going to subject myself to continue to watch it. I'm just gonna put it in my drop pile and be like, oh, that's not for me. So I don't know. Maybe I do need to just kind of torture myself and go finish one of the shows I've dropped and see if it actually is a 1.
I honestly don't know how they're doing these ratings, because some of these ones, like Space Brothers, they're not giving me it by popularity. They're tricking me, because
It's like
Space Brothers.
Screen Rant. I got a bone to pick with Screen Rant because it's saying this is a I don't know if I want to cite the exact thing. We'll just say it's on Screen Rant.
Okay.
I don't want to start beef with anybody online. But like,
Call
this is
them
number.
out.
It goes out of 10. There was 10 of them, and it calls Blue Lock is one of the 10 of the worst to them.
Of the worst of all. Okay, look.
But I believe it's because they said it's the worst adaptation. But that's again one of those ones where I'm like, I feel like this is unfounded because they got other ones on there like
that
Fate
just
Stay
means
the Night.
Yeah, that
like
just means
Fate
they've
Stay the Night.
watched. That's the only one. Like they've been watching anime for like a year. If they think that's
Promise
the worst
Neverland, that's on the list. Tokyo Ghoul's on that list. Berserk 2016. Okay, I can understand.
Okay, yes.
And then Uzumaki's number 1 on his list of failed adaptations.
Dude, oh my gosh. Uzumaki,
I'm like-
I think it was 2 seasons ago that they tried that. It was terrible. Would I say it's the worst of all time? I don't even think I would put it as the worst of all time. Episode 1 is actually really good. And then each episode that it goes, the animation just progressively falls off to the point where it's like, this is a slideshow. This is a PowerPoint presentation. But,
man.
I've seen worse.
Honestly, their Ranker has some interesting, but X Arm gets up there. There's a bunch of them that get up there.
Okay,
we got a good amount to dig
viewers,
into.
TikTok, YouTube, Spotify, whatever. You need to let us know the worst anime of all time. Put them in the comments.
Yes.
Let us know, because we're going to torture ourselves.
And help us
I'm
understand
watching one.
why. Help us understand your paradigm of why it's the worst, right?
Like, why do I need to watch this horrible anime?
Yeah, don't just go off and say My Hero Academia is the worst. Like, okay, you might not like it, but tell us something that is terrible and why it's terrible.
Yeah.
Because there's so many on here that I'm like, oh, this could be the next worst anime. Just so many. And like, I just because you don't jive with it, but like some of these are pretty terrible. Like, I've watched anime and been like, what is going on? Like,
Yeah. So give us your worst shows that you've ever seen, things that you've rated like 2 stars and 1 stars. I'm not talking about like, oh, these middle of the road shows. Like, give us the crap, give us the garbage. We're gonna commit to watching one of them and melting our brains and wishing that we didn't do this. But we're searching for that elusive 1-score anime.
I want to have that Eraserhead experience where I watch it and I ask myself, what the hell did I just watch?
Yeah.
Like, I want that experience.
Yes.
I want to
All
look
right.
back on it and regret. Like, it's a feeling I haven't felt.
Absolutely.
Just pure regret. Like, it's good to be human, you know?
I like it.
Well, it helps you appreciate the good anime, right? If you can't watch a 1 anime, you can never truly tell me that something's a 10 out of 10.
So because it's a trope in anime where you have all like the 7 deadly sins and stuff, like, so this one's regret, and then the next emotion we're gonna go for is romance. The next one we're gonna go
Anger.
for is anger. Like, give us your angriest anime. And
I think that's going to
a good
be
idea.
Full Metal. Full Metal's going to get me angry. Like, I get so mad when the dog scene comes. Yeah, I can't handle it, man. I get so mad. And now I have my own kid. I'm even more mad about it. I'm like, that guy's a dick.
That's rough. That's
Yeah.
rough. But even that,
yeah,
that doesn't justify a 1 star.
get it rough, woof woof.
That's me, dude.
This is the Dad Anime Podcast. What did you expect?
But I will say I will watch a 1-star anime hands down just so my scale is like a little
Push
bit
my
better.
boundaries. Help us calibrate ourselves.
Yeah, because I don't feel
exactly.
like we're calibrated well.
Yeah, based on last season with an average score of 7, not everyone passes. Come on, we're handing out C's like they're candy.
Yeah,
I
grade
want to be that
inflation's a
teacher
problem.
that's like, no matter what, I'm giving 2 Fs this season. So 2 of you are getting an F, even if you're great.
Yeah,
That's the type of
I just
professor
don't
wanna
know
be.
what a 10 is. Like, a 10 is going to be hard to find too. I find problems wrong with every anime. Like,
I have only rated a handful of shows a 10. I think Odd Taxi's the most recent one I gave a 10. Oh no, Freyrin. I gave Freyrin a 10.
oh yeah, that's fair.
That's probably
I
my
mean,
most recent.
even still, like I could critique it for its slow pacing, but I feel like
absolutely.
it's intentional. I feel like it's so
Different pieces
intentional.
for it, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think 10 means like it's actually perfect, right? I think 10 is like you appreciate it like you would appreciate like a master literary piece, right? Like you can fault Alexander Dumas and Count of Monte Cristo. You can say there's too many characters, it's too long, whatever. But like at the end of the day, we can all probably be like, yeah, that might not have been for me, but that's a 10 out of 10 book.
It's one that, like, for me, in my I don't know what it is. I don't like watching shows more than once. I don't like watching movies more than once. But there's a very small list. Lord of the Rings is on there of ones that I'll just pull off the shelf and be like, I want to watch this right now.
That's
time.
an annual.
Yeah.
That's an
It's
annual
coming.
watch.
It's coming. Like I can feel it. My wife kind of needs the Hobbits again, and so it's like it's coming off my shelf soon.
Yeah, every
Yep.
November, December,
Yeah.
that's when it becomes Hobbit time at my house.
Okay, so do you do it because that's when the movies came out, or
I think
is that
so, actually. I think so. Because in my mind, I saw them as kids in the theaters in, around Thanksgiving
December.
break, Christmas break, December, yeah.
my wife knows the days for each release.
That's funny.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, of all the people I know personally, I think your wife is the only person who might be a bigger Tolkien fan than me.
Honestly,
So
I don't
high
know,
praise.
man. You've got the
praise.
tattoo. She's still yet to get one. She's
Yeah,
almost there.
we did. Remember we did that trivia night? I think she beat me by a point. I think
That's
she
how
beat
she
me
is
by
on
a
that
point.
all the time. I swear she pulls her punches. I swear. The only book I feel like she hasn't finished the Silmarillion, but like I think she understands most of what's in there. She's like, oh no, this is what this means.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I.
But
don't
it's
think
almost
I've
time to pull
fin-
the-
I haven't
off the
finished
shelf.
it. I've picked it up and put it down and picked it up and put it down and picked it up and put it down. But I don't think I've ever like completed the whole Silmarillion at this point. It's tough. It's like reading the Bible. It's a rough one.
But I mean, like Preston's got a good point. There are things that I will watch again, and Lord of the Rings is one of those. Avatar: The Last Airbender, I think I've watched like 2 or 3 times now. Like I love Avatar. I would probably watch Castlevania again. I think I would put that as a 10 almost.
I'm at the point where I might need a rewatch of Castlevania this coming Halloween season. That's
yeah.
feeling like a
I'm game for that.
Yeah,
all
I'm
4
game for that.
seasons back to back to back to back.
that's not that long.
There's no better way.
That's
I
not
mean, they're
enough.
what, 8 episodes? They're just not that long.
Dude, that last episode, man, it's a so peak finish.
I don't know that I've
voice
seen a show
actor,
finish as solid as Castlevania.
Because it finishes and you go, what the hell? Like,
I want more. I
you
want
get
more.
panicked. You get panicked at the very end because it doesn't tell you right away if he lives or dies, and you're just like,
Yes.
oh,
yeah.
It's kind of like that. Oh, don't leave me. Like, wait, hold on. Like,
hold on, don't roll the credits. Don't roll the credits.
Yeah, don't roll credits, please. Please.
I'm on
Oh,
Netflix.
Wait.
It's
no.
Padme to Anakin. You're going where I cannot follow.
Yeah, it's just like you see the Netflix like the bar at the bottom, and it's like so close to ending. You're like, don't end.
Don't you dare.
Please.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's a great one. I think we should watch that this October. I've rewatched it again. I just watched Nocturne, and I was okay with it, but I think Castlevania is really good.
Yeah, Nocturne is great. I still like it, not quite as much, but it's definitely high up on the list for me. The finale of it was so good.
Dude, it was just like they gave us a lot of fight scene. It
Had a
was like,
freaking
this is a lot.
dragon, dude.
Dude,
Sweet.
dude, that was just like so unbelievable. I was like, this is a new level of the magic system you
Next.
built.
Yeah, it was good stuff. All right, well, I think we've achieved what we set out to do, right? We've got our list of anime for the coming season. We talked about One Piece and how it had a legendary episode that cracked, what was the score again? 9.8?
9.8 on IMDb.
That's insane. Almost a
Yeah.
perfect score.
Yeah.
We've
I don't even know who the point 2 was, Dick.
You know who you are. Point
it was
2.
me.
Perfect episode. I cried.
We found out from Netflix themselves that over half of their subscribers watch anime, and the majority of them watch sub, which, great, good for you guys, bravo.
I don't agree. Well, good for you.
And we have put out the call for the worst anime of all time. I don't think we can do any more
Answer
with
the
this
call.
episode. We
I want
did
the worst
everything we
anime of all
wanted to do.
time. I want to know. Like, if it's a movie, I'll watch the movie. But if it's an episode, I want to watch that episode.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Well, I think 45 minutes. That's a good episode. I say we call it. So, you guys feel the same? Anything else you want to talk about?
No. Oh,
right.
also, if you're giving me the worst episode of all time, do not pick like the recap episode of Bleach or One Piece or Naruto. I don't want that.
we
Like
don't
those
want
are
that.
you skip those. Those are filler. Those are so that way they keep their contract.
Yes.
Oh. All right. On behalf of myself and the rest of the Dad-ime crew, this has been episode 13, and it wasn't cursed. It was a not cursed episode. We
True,
made
it's
it.
not
There was
Friday.
no technical difficulties as of yet, knock on wood. Thanks for watching. We had our first Spotify comment. Thanks so much for commenting on there. Glad that you caught up. Thanks for finding us on TikTok. That's what we're aiming for. So go give us some reviews if you're listening there or on YouTube or TikTok. Let us know, and we will catch you next week on Dad-ime. Peace.
We'll see it.